Hello, America. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the show. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers. Over the offseason, this organization embraced a new look, hoping maybe that can change the course of the franchise. For more, let's turn to Heidi Watney.
Now, you can see the new look for this team all over town as fans have been streaming to the team's store to pick up some fresh gear. And it's not just the fans who are excited about the new look. Several players proudly sent out photos of their new unis on social media earlier today. Now that the cosmetic changes are done, we'll see if it translates to great play on the field.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Brandon Woodruff is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just Under 3.5. For the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start, and we'll see if that starts in this one today.
First pitch, 7-10.
Now the 1-0. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. And this will miss as well. So he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Now here's the pitch. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that one swung on and missed. 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Albies with a 1-1 count now. Woodruff is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty B. And I think one of the keys for him is he gets ahead in the count early. You'll know if he's on when he gets strike one, strike two early on, and then he expands the zone, has great command of his pitches, and has a knack for making hitters chase pitches out of the strike zone.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Man at first for him following the one-out single. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman. A 1-1. This is to right field and deep off the bat of Freeman. Looking up is Yelich. Gone! A two-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started, but to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Count is 1-2 now.
1-2.
2-2 to Marcell Ozuna.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is Kane. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. Career homer number 149 as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or if he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Nick Markakis digging in now as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Braun has a read on it. 2 down.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Striding in, Tyler Flowers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, outside.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And a pitch swung on and bounced to Arcia at short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom. Mike Soroka is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one. One of the more reliable pitchers. In the game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a cut fastball. In there for a strike. It's 0-1. And the pitch. Fouled away. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the catcher.
Digging in, Manny looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And a ball, 1-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And that misses. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Hit on the ground out to short. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, errors are never welcome, but to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
0-1 the count. From the stretch. On a line, that's a base hit.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. That's in there. Base hit. Pena is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 2-run game.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Roll. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Drilled down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
He'll try again. 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back goes Markakis, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
This is exactly what you want your offense to do, to get your fans involved. Bottom of the first inning, let's get it started early with a homer.
Line towards center field. Acuna is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Digging in now, Johan Camargo. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. First pitch of the at-bat.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, 3 straight balls to start the inning, and it's clear to me he just hasn't found his rhythm out there yet.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Kane is right there, one down.
Batting it.
Now at the plate, Dansby Swanson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball one. Two and 0 the count to Dansby Swanson. Now the 2-0.
Ball 3.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
3 balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop.
I got 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
3-2 full count. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. In now, Mike Soroka. Here it comes. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit back up the middle. Arcia fields it cleanly. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. Score holds at 4-3. Here's Jed Jerko now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Third baseman, Jed Jerko.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Swanson picks it up, and that's the first out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher.
Stepping in, Brandon Woodruff. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey.
A windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's just out. Two balls, 1 strike.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Ozuna giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Back to the top of the order now. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. First pitch on its way. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. 2 out, nobody on. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Albies picks it up, throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is returned. New inning set to get underway, and here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Ozzie Albies. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning, so he won't be nibbling.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Row. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
The 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like into the box now. Manny Pena reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here comes the first pitch.
No, that's low.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Cold strike at the knees, 1-1.
1-1.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Here it comes. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is line to left. Oh, and he misses it.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
So now to the plate, Keston Hiura. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
At the ball.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now. Next for Milwaukee, Justin Smoke. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ran it in on him as this is bounced toward short. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. Brewers strand 1 as they hang on to their 5-3 lead.
And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. So digging in now, Nick Markakis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Ozuna aboard here at first with nobody out. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And he fouls this one off. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Fouled off. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Kane on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. As he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone, 1 strike to count. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. A ball and 2 strikes now. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw into second. And there's one away. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. So stepping in, Johan Camargo, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Jerko ranging into the outfield. He can't get there as it falls in. The throw to the plate. And he is safe on a close play at the plate, and it's back to one now at 5-4.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Dansby Swanson comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
This is line to left. Braun is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The pitcher, number 40, Mike Soroka.
So striding in, Mike Soroka, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. He's set. The 0-1.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball one.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Full count now. The payoff pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
Ready for another shot now, Ronald Acuna, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Ready with the 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The set and the 2-0. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. Fortunately, no advance from any runner, but meanwhile, it's 3-0. Ready with the 3-0. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. King is under it, and that's the third out. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
No balls and 1 strike. Fouled away. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
Here's Jed Jerko now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit back up the middle. Swanson brings it in to second for 1. On to first, a double play.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
Omar Narvaez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Omar Narvaez.
Squared that one up just a little late. Narvaez tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back goes Markakis. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen.
Now batting.
In is Christian Yelich. Right side defense aligned perfectly. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan.
At the plate, Ryan Braun. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Runner, yes, yes.
The 1-0. And there he goes towards strike called. Now the throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. A 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But the Brewers get a run. Devin Williams is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Freddie Freeman is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Williams, just 24 years of age. This is his first year at the big league level. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Now the pitch.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
The left fielder, number 20.
Now to the plate, Marcell Ozuna. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
On to Smoke in time for an... Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
The center fielder.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting.
The throw is wild, and it gets away.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
Into the box, Keston Hiura. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. To first. One there. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Into center field. Line drive base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Those are the ones you remember right there, Dan. That's his 4th RBI of the night, and that doesn't happen often throughout the course of a season.
And you know, as a pitcher, you see what this guy's been doing. You know, he's having a good night. He's a tough guy, and he's a tough guy to pitch around. Some nights you just have to tip your cap. A pretty good night. 4 ribbies in this one here.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
The third baseman, number 5.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. In now, Jed Jerko. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Stepping in for the Braves, Tyler Flowers will try to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Two and one.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th. Digging in the switch hitter, Johan Camargo. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Line toward the alley in left center. In there, a base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Liner toward right center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Flowers ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate as they close the gap to 3 now. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. Ender Inciarte will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. Inciarte playing here in his age 29 season. This is his first year at the big league level. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Ball in.
And they'll ask him to bunt off the bench as he puts this one down. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Wow, a perfectly executed safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On the ground to the left side. Jerko fields it cleanly. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Brewers 9 and the Braves 7. Shane Green is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Avisail Garcia is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Line towards center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Christian Yelich will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. 1 out, nobody on. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. One and 2 for Christian Yelich.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Runners off for second. That's a strike. Throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Line toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Markakis will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand new type of polka. Thursday night baseball rolls on. David Phelps is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 41.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Look out. 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Now the pitch.
Hey! 2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Two balls and no strikes.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
This is to right field and deep for Freeman. Yelich going back, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. His second of the game, as this lead has been sliced down to 2. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one. This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now.
Now batter.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he lays off there, 1-0. Lined hard to center field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Braves get a run. Ready now, Keston Hiura will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning. Justin Smoke will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash it back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Hard hit ball to second. Albies scoops it up, and he is out on the tag. Orlando Arcia will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
The third baseman.
So we've got runners at the corners here, one away, and here's the third baseman, Jed Jerko now. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the stretch. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Eric Sogard will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning, and it's fouled away. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day. Yeah, Matty V, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide, and Bernie Brewer's fanny's got to be a little bit sore after this one.
Damn, one of my favorite places to hit at. I always felt like great batter's eye in dead center. You can move traffic to both gaps. A lot of home runs get hit in this yard.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Line hard toward right center. Acuna is going to have room out there as he puts this. Corbin Burns has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 39.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And that misses 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Kane is after it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Adam Duvall will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only one away. And he misses inside with that one, ball one. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Camargo takes his lead at third with one away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Acuna digs in now. Bases empty and two gone following the sacrifice fly. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Braun. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Mark Melanson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 36, Mark.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ryan Braun. He went down on strikes last time up. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The catcher, number 9.
Now at the plate, Manny Pena. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Lorenzo Cain is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. From the stretch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And they'll hold the lead runner at third, but the batter does end up making it to second with only one away.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases. Yeah,
as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here's the 0-1. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. 3 runs already home here. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Another one sent foul. Here's another 1-2. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And now, gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. And he misses with it, 1-1. Swing and a liner. Digging in, Jed Jerko, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. From the stretch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Brock Holt will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Holt, sometimes referred to as the Brock Star. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Melancon's ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop. Ray Black comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Freddie Freeman will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. And he lays off for ball 1. Albies on at first, nobody out. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to 3rd, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the 3rd baseman's head. A fair ball. Albies blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He comes across to score, and the gap shortens, but still plenty of work to do.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at 3rd, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from 2nd? And he'll make it up to 3rd safely here with 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Nick Markakis. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
A man at 3rd with 1 away. Markakis ahead with a 3-1 count here. Three and two.
Count is 3-2.
And the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball four. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Stepping in, Tyler Flowers. And these guys are making a little push here. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And this is going to get down. Extra bases, and they're starting to make some inroads here.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
J.P. Fireisen answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. So here's Johan Camargo as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Runners are at second and third with one down. Hit softly on the ground to first. He's right there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now back.
Settling in now, Dansby Swanson, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Now a crowd announced at a bit over 23,000 comes to their feet. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Final strike for the Braves. Struck him out. Atlanta, good night. 16-12 this evening. Milwaukee mounted an impressive offensive display, crossing the plate 16 times.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Hyunjin Ryu, the Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball, does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He will lead this one off today. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 105.
Now the 1-0. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. 83 degrees here at first pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Now the 3-0 offering is in there for strike one.
Count it 3-1.
Fouled off. Three-two pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he subtracts there beautifully as this pitch is swung on and missed for the game's first out. So the base is empty here with one away. And up next, the speedy D. Gordon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike one. Gordon, playing here in his age 31 season. He was a fourth-round selection during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Two out, nobody on. And that one misses badly. It's ball two. And he gets the call that time for strike number one. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
This is a good at bat so far here with two away. If you're going to go down 1-2-3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Bases are empty here with two men out. right into the shift. Foul. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Batting fourth, the catcher, number 2.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Tom Murphy, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope, that's the ball.
A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
2 balls.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Seager is off at first with 2 away. Fouled away. Ryu now on 2-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Mariners leave 1, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Marco Gonzalez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, this guy lives and dies with one pitch, and that's that powerhouse sinker. Guys often relate it to like trying to hit a bowling ball. When it's good, it's usually at the knees and below, and he's really easy to figure out if he's going to be on. If in the first inning you see a steady diet of ground balls and keeping his infielders involved, there's a pretty good chance he's going to have a rock-solid game.
Stepping into the box, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ball and no strikes. Here it is. 2-0. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 2 for 3. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
In there, 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the second baseman, Kevin.
Standing in, Kevin Biggio. First pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. Wouldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. Grounded to the right. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Batting third, the left fielder, Gurriel.
Stepping in now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. behind 0-2 now. Way outside. 1-2. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
First and second here with nobody out. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. From the stretch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
That finds the zone, a called strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1. Oh, here's a drive into the gap in right center as he comes through with extra bases. 1 run is scored. And a relay home. Throw won't get him.
Not the way you want to start the game as the pitcher. He dug his own grave a little bit, loading the bases there, and he had no chance but to throw a strike. Well, that's what you get when you start to groove one over the plate. It's a bases-clearing double, and now he's down 3-0.
Brandon Drury will bat next. He swings and grounds it to short. Crawford has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Batting 6, the center fielder, Rendell Grichuk.
Striding into the box, Rendell Grichuk. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Three runs already home here. And it's fouled away. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And gone up into the second deck. Rendell Grichuk, a 2-run shot. And the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game.
Sure, you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And the offense continues as he's into third with a triple.
This thing had a chance to get out of here as it headed deep to left center, but it stays in the park, banging high off the wall. The runner has to play in front of him, so he sees they're going to have some trouble getting it back in, and he motors round second into third for the triple.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So, boy, that ERA is going to take a bit of a tumble here as he gets cuffed around pretty good and winds up not being able to survive the first. Eric Swanson, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Eric Swanson.
Derek Fisher the next to bat, and he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third, and a sixth run will come across on the sac fly. It's now 6-zip.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this, a sac fly to drive in another run? They have to be happy with this.
Into the box, Danny Jansen looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Lewis waits on it. And that ends the inning. But they manage to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Blue Jays on top, 6-0. Dan Vogelbach is next. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Fastball's fouled off to the left, and he falls behind now 0-2. Vogelbach behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looked like he's seeing it pretty good.
The 2-2.
I got 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 1.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Kyle Lewis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
A little roller toward the hole. Drury fields it cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting seven, the right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and standing in the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Now when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
At the ball.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run.